Hey guys, welcome to another episode of 234 Essential Podcast. My name is Oyo Empire, AOT2.
And I'm Ugochi, the Igbo stallion.
Yes, what's wrong with your voice? Your voice is not gingering. What's
I'm
that?
tired.
You're going through a lot.
I'm going to see.
Avenue.
My mind is heavy.
Yeah,
Very
sorry.
heavy.
If you were born in the 1950s, I'll say, did your husband go to war? You're waiting for your husband. But
As it is.
okay.
As it is, probably has.
All right, if you're a first-time listener, you don't know what this podcast is about. This is the podcast that breaks down the Nigerian experience and helps you navigate this great country of ours. Now, the great country is in quotes and italics and parentheses and air quotes and everything. You know, because Nigeria is not great on many days.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
Serving the Nigerian experience with banter.
Yeah. We hope you guys enjoyed the last episode.
Red Light District.
Yeah.
You guys like.
I'm sure most of you listened to it because you thought we had a commercial sex worker.
I'm sure.
But sorry, alas, we do not how do they do it now? We do not drive through those
murky waters.
Yes, those dark roads.
I love it.
Yes. Today's episode is going to be a blast. If you love Nollywood, this is the episode for you. Spoiler alert.
Finally.
Spoiler alert.
Now your voice is loud and high all of a sudden.
I love you, brag like Sabo. In that final scene.
I love I think we'll get to that.
Spoiler alert, if you've not watched The Woman King and Anikulapo, please, this is an episode.
The new convert is speaking. A convert.
Just say,
hallelujah to the church.
Pause the podcast and go and watch it. Watch them and come back.
This is a deep dive.
Yeah, it's a deep dive. We're going to get into the nitty-gritty of what it is at the end of the day.
Great.
Yeah. So that's it. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share.
Follow us on all social media platforms at 234 Essential Podcast.
And don't also forget our newsletter. Also subscribe to that as well for bonus content.
Release therapy, guys. The Esquire sits there.
Oh, release therapy is. We also have. Do we have release therapy today?
I believe so.
Oh, we have.
Yep.
We have, I think. No, just for me. Just for me, we have.
You guys send us release therapy. We want to hear.
You people don't want to release
about your sunken stories and sad sunken sob stories. And see how well we can, curate the best advice.
You know that I went to the mountain. I went for vigil this week.
Lying.
I went for vigil to seek the face of the Lord.
Is it because that I just ignored when you said that thing?
But that is are you not denying that I can see the face of the Lord?
Which mountain did you go to?
This is the problem with women.
Which mountain? Okay, no problem. Which mountain did you go to?
The one that CNS people go to is called Mount Sinai. There's a Mount Sinai in Nigeria. Where's Gambia? I can't tell you because you have the flesh. You've not yet moved into. It's not because you put Jesus cross on your door, or you put another cross again. I think you're fighting vampires.
How did you see?
I just see it. I just see it naturally.
Do you know that I'm of the opinion that people move around and see things or signs and symbols as they know it. Like if you've seen something, or if you're conversant with something, if you see it around you, you know it.
Well, I grew up in a church where it was very simple. They had a lot of symbols.
Did you have a lot of symbols in the house?
Yes. So obviously, so when I see, I'm like, okay.
Did you see that tweet that said Nigerians don't even have first aid boxes in their house, and somebody said, posted the picture of Jesus and said, "What did you think this was for?"
Now, so
the picture of Jesus in your house.
The meme I saw that was funny was that when a visitor goes to open your fridge without wearing slippers and you're looking at him like this.
I am telling you, it will shock you. See, you'll be shocked.
Allow the people with their own
those white fridge.
It's always the rusted one. With the rusted one. That was for me.
It can have
when the light's not off, if you touch her,
it will lift you.
You see yourself in the baby.
You do you understand?
They'll resuscitate you. They'll be giving you milk. And you'll take milk. Because the blood like that song.
I'm telling you, the thing will be humming. And you want to go and check. What are you going there to see?
Please do not try it.
Please at all. When you go to But in this kind of times, you're going to somebody's house and you're opening the fridge. What's giving you mindset?
You're gonna take cold minerals.
Where? Why didn't you eat in your house? Feel at home on the chair.
Feel at home. You want to tell me feel at home is you give me the remote.
Okay.
Finish.
Fair.
Anything else because I don't know the booby traps.
What's feel at home for you, Phil?
I actually don't. I can't think of it.
Feel at home for some people now take my wife and sleep with my wife.
Do you understand?
There's a popular story that there's a tribe in Nigeria that if you're a visitor, they give you the man of the house gives his wife to sleep with.
There's so many traditions that
I'm still looking for that tribe. I want to go that place. I will like. I want to go visit.
There's a tribe in River State where the first girl never gets married. She can have as many men as she wants, but she will never leave her father's house.
Many men. That's good for her.
In this same Nigeria, all of us were together.
In this same 2, 3, 4.
Do you understand?
All right, let's jump to the fan mail quick. They're kind of longish anyway. First one is from AOT2. I don't know why this person bears my name.
Do you understand?
Hello, guys.
Doppelganger shit.
Ugochi the Igbo Stallion, AOT2 Baba, I greet. I've always wanted to write a fan mail just to appreciate your efforts. Now, your pod make my day every Wednesday. I usually have one nonsense meeting every Wednesday morning. The meeting, they always drain me, but your pod, they have release the stress. I understand.
Love it.
Every company has that meeting, and like, this could have been an email.
Do you understand?
A Slack message.
And if you don't want to say the truth, if you're not ready to make the effective change, don't hold meeting. Maybe they talk it.
So this is piggyback off.
Do you understand?
I hate to hear those words.
I swear, not making them sound smart.
Piggyback off. I think the next thing we should now drop an action plan where
I have a schedule, a document.
Nothing's coming out. Nothing's
happening. Nothing.
Anyway, you guys talked about dating Lagos 2 episodes ago. I want to give my own 2 cents. AOT2, I agree with you. As a guy, you have to consider your income before approaching babes these days. I earn just above 200K. Guy, just go and buy soap. Go and buy soap. I will be a bastard to spend 50K on a date when I know, say, we no go knack. Even if we go knack, nah, still waste. There will be fewer awkward dating stories if men pick their mates. Pussy is pussy at the end of the day. My brother had this saying, so missing for Unilag, sweet past Cardi, on our branding. The only time I had STI was from one high-class babe. My Ogba/beggar babes never gave me STI before. Now one Mumu Island become dash me STI. Men should go for babes in their level. Dating these days be like pure transaction. As a man, you guys give more to collect less. But if man, that's a stupid, that's a crazy analogy, man. If babe lose guard, her peers pause go lost. I hope you guys get the proverb. Now last week I hear from one hood rat. Anyway. Okay. Dating in Lagos is extreme sports. One of my friends with benefits informed me that her guy broke up with her. She was in a relationship with the guy for almost 3 years without my knowledge. Throughout these 3 years, she pretended to be celibate, so the guy no see pants. Mumu boy. The guy no see pants. Mumu boy. Baba later insisted that he had to knock, so she agreed. The guy knocked her consistently for 2 weeks, then ghosted her. I think he found out that she was messing around. I think so because the babe said he helped her and her family and that he also took her to see his parents. Baba was serious with the babe. Can you believe this babe was playing the victim in the whole thing? So that for being real, I had to support her claim, make my free knack subscription no go stop. Baba, a shoulder to lean on is a dick to ride on. Anything when she they cry, just allow her. Just the pet down, say sorry, yeah. As Motali and Excel would say, women cheat more than men. Men just have bad PR, bro. We'll talk about it today in this episode. I know that Ugochi ready to fight me. I mean, I brought my taekwondo.
I feel at the end of the day, I can't say anybody's perspective is right or wrong, right? If that's where you stand and that's what you're seeing, like that's for you, right? I see a completely different thing altogether, so I will speak from that viewpoint as well. That's just what it is. All
right, concerning the coming elections, I will vote Peter Obi. I hope he doesn't win. Nigeria is so bad that 8 years of proper work may not be able to save her. If Obi wins, there will be no significant change in the next 2 years and the youth will turn against him. I just want him to have good numbers at polls so that APC and PDP will know there's a third force. You guys don't know how you help listeners. I can't thank you enough. I pray you guys become ballers, not mechanics.
Amen.
If you have been,
amen. I'm holding on to the garment of the Lord Jesus Christ.
If you have been on the mountaintop with me, you would have known.
Ayo, which top of which mountain did you go to?
Greetings to Lord Phil. Peace.
Hey, Phil is not having Jesus. He say, yeah, my.
Greetings to Lord. You know you're missing it on the mountaintop. Don't worry, we'll talk about
really? This. He didn't come.
Greetings to Lord Phil. Peace.
The thing that they said I'm not privy to, so he didn't come.
This is from Ayotayo. Yeah, AOT2, we share the same name. Thank you very much. All right. This is from Anthony, who is now becoming our co-host in terms of fan mailing. Hello, AOT2 and Igbo Stallion. You both rock and I love you guys. The 8th of September was indeed a huge and heavy day for me. I was indeed very broken at the news of passing of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. To put it in perspective, I was on the bus going to hang out with my friend when I turned on BBC Radio on my phone and heard the sad broadcast of Her Majesty's demise. I teared up in the bus and I had to end my journey and return home. Hey, yeah.
Is this serious though?
It's possible now. She was like a grandmother to all of us.
She was?
Please, I'm claiming it.
No, I'm not. Hold on. Amen.
For me.
Amen.
You never tire. You don't be royalty. Yeah.
No, but then what are the odds? How would they come?
There might be a bastard black child somewhere. We don't know. Let's just hold on to it. I understand that the British Empire committed wars against Nigeria. We always known this fact. What I couldn't understand was why historian Nigerians could not respect the dead queen, but chose to dig up sad history, all in effort to paint her evil. This very act really broke my heart because I loved and respected the queen. This guy, they don't give you British citizenship.
Do you understand?
Problem go deal.
They need to fight. I hope he has visa at least or something.
AOT2, I was really surprised and amazed that you felt differently about the evil that was said about her. To be honest, it made me feel that I wasn't crazy for not hating her the way everyone I know and so on Twitter wanted me to. Finally, I do hope that as Nigerians, we should not allow our past define us, but look for ways to positively better our present and redeem our future. Just as St. Paul admonished, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forth onto those things which are before. Thank you. This was one of our prayer points. One of our prayer points this Wednesday or Thursday.
You see, don't
Ugochi gonna use one eye to look me.
You don't even know the day. Do you know I've been waiting for you to say the day?
Do you know why? Because a day is like 1,000 days.
Hey,
thank you. Oh.
Thank you. You didn't go for meeting. Thank you.
But I think he streamed online. He streamed online. He streamed on Facebook.
Right. You went live.
Yes.
What's the Instagram handle now?
We don't show it to everybody yet. Because we want to. They're persecuting us.
I'm everybody.
No, you've not yet signed your phone. Where's your phone?
Don't worry. Oh, you got a phone.
Yes, now.
Okay.
You would agree with me that we have several things before us and that needs focus, e.g. electricity, security, etc. Finally, thank you both for always giving 100. And I beg, I need the CBIC form because men cannot scan anymore in these streets.
They have brainwashed another person.
Thank you very much. We have a new form.
This is not the way to the truth. Let me tell you, even the devil quoted the Bible. But don't worry. I'm telling you.
We have a new embossed form.
Give your life directly to God.
It's online. I'm sending it to you direct.
Directly to God.
I don't know why.
Follow.
I don't know why you're talking.
CBIC where?
Celebrity boys in Christ.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
And then have sex, so love your people and let your people love you.
Now this sex we will talk about today. Anyway, I said now this cuckoo sex we will talk about
today. This is adult content podcast. Like if you, what age do you think is too young now? So like I said, Abacha age.
Abacha age, yes, 1998. Please.
So if you're born 1998, please.
No, 95, because by 95 you should have at least small sense to know what happened in 98.
So if you were born 98, 95.
You are too young.
No, 98. You are too young to listen to this podcast.
Yes.
But yeah.
No, that's a lie.
No, we're messing around.
If you are 18 and above, you are free.
See, one or two challenges is facing you and you're facing it, please can listen to this podcast because that's what we talk about here. It's all that band.
All right, man. Ugochi, how was your week? But this one, you have Jesus everywhere in your house. You have to. It's a vampire. I think watch interview with a vampire, so you're not afraid of vampires. Okay.
I said I was going to. I haven't had the time.
Oh, see somebody who's not watching now.
Wait.
Later, they'll report you to the whole world.
I'm coming. I'll watch it.
Okay.
See, I showed you. I've shown.
Did you watch it?
Which day did I show you?
The day that before I went to the mountaintop, it was that morning.
But I'll watch it sharp.
All right.
My week was good, I guess. I think a roller coaster of emotions every week, you know.
Really?
And the days come and go so quickly. Like 24 hours is no longer enough for you to accomplish all the things you need to accomplish. And I speak for myself when I say this, if you resonate with this, great. I feel like many times so much is expected per time. Do you get so many deliverables, you know, so many things to, you know, cross I's and dot T's.
Dot I's and cross T's.
Yeah, dot I's and cross T's. But yeah, there's so many things to just loosen up on. Tying up loose ends, more like it. But it was a good week in all. We had a collaboration drop. David Blackmore at Software Department. You know, very beautiful collection. You guys check it out on the website, Gamsport website. Somewhere in my stories, I'll put it there. But like,
plug.
Yeah, so, and it's all of that good stuff. Go home this morning. I went to church. I saw one of those aunties, all those babes that were already aunties when I was born, right? I saw her in church today and she was just like, how are you? And I said, sorry, I can't remember your name. And she says, Auntie this. Let us say her name is Auntie Cass. When I say her name is Cass, she said, I said, what's your name? She says, Cass. Then she looks at me and she's anti-caste. I was like, okay.
It's anti-caste.
I hear you, anti-caste.
We'll bring around.
Do you get what I mean? I don't think we're friendly and we're age mates because I know when they're born you. You know that vibe.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a great week. Just going with a true dice. Now God did give double six. At the end of the day.
It reminds me of that. There's a popular saying that I'm trying to remember it.
What?
Say no matter what, your battery. I've forgotten it. If I remember, I'll say it.
Okay.
It's a popular street proverb. Yeah. No, it's a phone way battery full. One day you go less.
So.
And one day phone battery way day less. One day go full. Maybe we pray to Baba God say you get charger.
I swear.
That's all.
Make charger just work. Make charger day.
Sure, make charger work because if you get charger.
Me now, see me. I get Samsung charger. Yeah, don't blow.
Hey, sorry.
It's true. They brought one nasty light last week and it blew on my bulbs. You guys.
Sorry, man.
High tension, low tension. Everything is tension.
Dirty lights. Dirty lights. Too much tension. My week was very uneventful for most of it.
Really?
Apart from going to the mountaintop to seek the face of the Lord.
I don't believe you. And that's not where you went.
I don't know why.
I do not believe
many are the afflictions of the righteous.
Right.
But the Lord will deliver them from all.
But you said that's your story and you're sticking with it.
Yeah, it went like a breeze. Saturday I went to go and watch a film. The assignment that a lot of people say I should go and watch by force.
How did you feel after doing it?
It was good, We'll talk about it. But yeah, it was a cool week. I was hoping for money, and more money came. I said my guardian angel is working.
That's great. More money came.
A lot of people don't know. This was not even CVIC parody now. But a lot of people don't know they have guardian angels. And on the day of judgment, just as you've been judged, you will judge your own guardian angel.
Really?
Yeah.
I
have this spiritual side. People don't know, like I'm spiritually.
No, we know that you're spiritually sound.
Thank you.
You grew up in the church.
So I grew up in white garments. So
you understand.
So yeah. So we also judge our guardian angels or angel also. So now you got to tell you.
I go like Jack Camo.
So if
I go like Jack Camo.
I said first of all, guardian angel.
Thank you first for protecting me.
Why did you deploy me to Nigeria?
Do you understand? Why brata this too far?
That's minus 50 marks for that. Say I did Nigeria. That's minus 50. I said please, Jamaica. No, don't put mark for this one. It is one on one.
Do you understand?
Now finally,
do you understand?
Because they do me anyhow. If you want to know more about guardian angels, go and read. There are two books. There are books of fiction, but they are basically the way angels operate.
Yeah.
This Present Darkness and I've forgotten the second one.
I think you've mentioned.
Yeah, This Present Darkness and Piercing the Darkness. Yeah, Frank Peretti. Those two books will actually show you the power of prayers and angels.
Very true.
Yes.
I'm not read it over. I think I read the synopsis.
Yeah. All right, we're done with how our week went. Everybody was good.
What's your new week looking like?
It's looking. I don't know yet. What my walk. It's just walk.
I see you went back to the gym.
Yes, so my whole body is paining me right now.
Well, you don't look like it though. You're chopping it nicely.
You have to be strong. You have to be a man.
You have to put your feet on the ground.
You have to be there. What's their name? Those women.
Strong.
Those women are fighting in the forest. What's their name?
Hey, no, it's Zongi.
The Amazons.
No, what's their names? They lie. We must know their names. The warrior women.
The people where God give you
context. We must know the name. What?
It's not hard.
No way.
It's not hard now.
We're going to check it, Abby.
Yes, I'm going to check it.
What? Those women.
Where they write synopsis now?
What's
the name? What kind of synopsis is this? Agoji.
I don't know what's happening to my browser. I'm seeing different things that are not from me.
All right. Moving on. As long as it's not X video you are seeing, it's fine.
Okay. There's nothing like that.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Tweet of the week.
Tweet of the week. You are now listening to the tweet of the week, the tweet that stood out the most on Twitter.
Right here
on 234 Essential Podcast.
And this tweet of the week sums up like everything that happened in Nigeria.
I have one of that.
One or two. All right, fine. But this one scatter everywhere. Scatter the internet. People have not spoken to in a while.
When
I put it on my Instagram story, people are like, this is the real tweet of the week. All right, this guy, his name is Severe Striker. He tweeted, Davido drop electricity. Steady light start today. Arastra dropped rush. Flood scatter everywhere. Who be that going away drop back to you?
Nigerians are more pained about going back to school
than anything else. This is actually a very dope. Apart from the flood part, because you see flooded in a lot of parts in Nigeria, like 30 states.
You guys go and buy rice now.
Yeah, go and buy rice because bro.
December,
that rice is going to be on a choke level.
Understand? Yes. If you can afford to buy a bag of rice right now, as you're listening to the sound of this, just stand up and buy it because it's about to go crazy.
And this leads into our first talking point. ASUU strike has been called off after 8 months.
I wanted to say, how do you feel? But then I'm
not in school.
Then no, but doesn't mean you cannot have an extended emotion to it.
I'm happy that they are finally in school, but the sad news was, as they also announced that they've called off strike, school started dropping exam. First of all,
because they were about to write exams.
If you've been an undergraduate in any Nigerian university, public university, nothing gets realer
than
when you see exam timetable. You're like, yes, this is.
I'm not saying yes, so I never said yes. I feel more
that yes is it don't. Do you
understand? It don't read.
Some days you just see like 4 courses.
Wait, it wasn't normal. So see 4 courses one day.
When you have like 11 courses in your docket,
I'm telling you,
that's minus. God help you say you don't do carryover.
I'm 11. Telling you.
So that 4. You know,
it's
so that
so
day,
crazy.
That 4.
You'll be running up and down.
That's what you now meet your guys.
Will be there.
Yeah, you did that class now. I bet if you give me your notes, now you also photocopy back and front.
Wait, is it that day of the exam? Also photocopy it? Some weeks before now.
No, days.
Some days before.
Days before.
You just go there and go. What do you call your own those commercial centers?
So every Mascom had. So there's no need for us to go to the just go to where they do photocopy.
Jesus, my school they don't have one.
Every department has where the women who are typists, women who do photocopy and all that shit. So
see,
University of First Choice, ladies and gentlemen.
You
didn't like PLC.
Can we hear something? Other people's POV.
Sorry, yeah. So they released. That's how schools are releasing timetable, and the students were like,
Me, I don't want them to go.
School that we are still doing in January, we don't even know half lecture. You people don't bring timetable. The sad part is that these lectures are going to rush 3 months of material on those students. And just tell them, you know what? Where's your class rep? Take it, share down with your this thing, and exam start already. Yeah. Because they're trying to meet up with the academic calendar.
But I think that during the strike, some schools were having classes, though, virtual classes.
Shout out to them.
Schools that
so how does virtual class work? So you be on WhatsApp.
Okay, you don't see the person where they school for or the school where they.
No, because back then our school did not used to strike.
No.
We don't used to strike. We don't.
Not true.
Too much money.
Strike.
No, I didn't say no.
You didn't see strike.
No, we did 4 years that time. Because God knew that.
4 years.
My guardian angel already knew that. This boy has to do 4 years, or else he got on hooligan. So please.
I doubted that as well.
So there was no strike, there was no courtism. That 4 years that I was in. The year I left, and I heard they kill somebody at Abuja. I said, well, Guardian Angel, big ups to you, because, bro.
To be honest, I don't know. Me personally, I think I almost started to think about it from the perspective of if I was a uni student.
I go hit on.
I'll start crying.
There was one people I saw on TikTok. They said where ASUU announces that they've called off strike, and you have to go back to school. And she was in the UK, so she now did like a vlog of her leaving the UK and coming back to Nigeria.
Me, I'll not come back home.
I'm like, but sis, you're already in the UK.
Do you understand? Why are you coming back?
But it depends. Maybe they. No. If you say person, sometimes when the mountain cannot, they bring the mountain to Mohammed. So sometimes when you're in the UK. You're hungry for small chops and jollof rice.
Oh my God.
So you now got to tell them, say, please let them order jollof rice for me. So maybe it was an orderable delivery.
Probably.
She was a deliverable. And now she has to go back to our country. But
repacked.
To all the undergrads listening, sorry, because you have to have a few rough. Your Christmas is not going to be a Christmas at all.
See, let me tell you, I think I'm thinking more for even parents.
Oh.
Times are fucking expensive.
Landlords are happy.
See, landlords are happy.
Landlords near university are like.
See, how are these parents going to pay this money?
Pay what?
School fees now.
And that's why you tell them to.
First of all,
I think ASUU, if you're not ASUU, the school fees isn't that mad. I remember.
Okay, hold up. Let's even leave school fees. School fees.
Okay.
You parents.
Oh, you parent.
You pay for people who are not schooling in Lagos. You pay transport money.
Yeah.
You go back to school to only spend a few weeks there and come back again. And you know that once December comes, you know that our POV is very different.
Yeah.
Me, when I'm thinking about I'm thinking about logistics and food. Because you send your child, see if you see the way we used to pack food from Lagos, because you don't want to use your own food, because your parents know now that by the time you buy cornflakes, it go touch you.
Yes, no.
So you take food from here and you go back for just a measly how many weeks, and then you're back again in Lagos. That's a lot of money.
Sorry.
Nobody's factoring that in.
We can't hear you, sir. We can't hear you, sir.
Yes, now some people will not spend Christmas with their families.
And there's only why you want to spend Christmas before.
What does that mean?
Some people don't want to spend Christmas.
No. Do you understand? And away from that,
Jennifer Ringles doesn't want to spend Christmas with her family.
please don't kill
She wants to play with the beach results. She wants to be a baller, not a mechanic.
See, but for the people who are not Jennifers, whose parents actually have to work to send them to school, it's crazy now. Let's even check it. See, I don't know, like buying the regular things is so expensive.
Yes, it's expensive.
It's so expensive, you guys. I went to Shagamu. I went to Shagamu.
Somebody entered a Okada.
Do you understand? I just
saw the video. I like, this is not Lagos. This looks like a very, very...
I said, let me show you, maintaining beauty.
A relic. It looked like a very relic area.
You know how happy I was? My soul came alive.
Why? Because you got passports?
No, because I was in a place that was in Lagos. Lagos is tense, you guys.
Sorry, but...
Everything is so difficult.
All cities are tense.
See, but some are more tense than others.
If you go to New York, you'll run.
Hold up. Chill.
If you go to New York...
No, see.
They are bare New Yorkers. Look at this, and there are bare New Yorkers that when they leave, maybe out of marriage or job, and they go to another place, they can't believe it. They're like, this is life.
So, see, I understand that cities are expensive and shit.
Yeah.
But also just reverting to simpler ways is it's refreshing.
I know.
Do you get?
Because when I was watching those movies, I was like,
on your face.
When I was watching Anikula, I was like, can you just imagine waking up in a beautiful environment?
I used to wake up like that.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yes, because I served in Ekiti.
And
my school was my house was surrounded by hills.
And now you're here in the trenches.
In the fucking trenches that is called Lagos. Everywhere is stuffy. There's no breeze. Your neighbor wants to build a higher substandard house than you.
Yes,
and block all your air. It's just so crazy.
I have the money to build Tower of Babel.
But look at in Shagam, rain fell, everything smells fresh and green. There were trees. It's just a few hours.
So I have to ask you. So all those, on your Snapchat now, every night when you used to go out, you go to those going out every night.
You're really tired.
Is that the place in Shagamu?
You know that.
Is that the place in Shagamu?
Is work.
They do salsa. What was salsa dancing? When I was about to enter the how to seek the face of the Lord. Some people are salsa dancing. And they say they hate Lagos.
Lagos is too tense.
Okay, don't. You do salsa dancing in Ekiti. Whether they not do deliverance for you, which deliverance?
Nobody will even show up.
They will like,
one or two people.
They were like, which dance is this one?
But you'll be surprised that you can actually build a community.
Oh, salsa dancing.
Yes.
Okay.
You'll be shocked because there are people who are also craving that lifestyle that are not in Lagos but don't have access to it and don't want to come to Lagos.
All right.
But anyway, what was I trying to get at?
ASUU strike.
If you see the food now.
Oh, food,
If you see the quantity of food that they sold there for 400 naira to 200.
Yeah, food is cheaper there now.
It was small. What I'm telling you.
You will say
so
famine is coming now.
Shagamu.
There's famine now.
No, everything is hard, man. You guys, everything is so hard.
Congrats to the students that are back. The federal government released a stupid apology, apologizing to parents. I don't know why they're apologizing to us. Your children don't to school yet, so you guys don't feel the brunt.
And for wasting their time now.
So yes, 8 months. You guys have to go and read your. There was a babe that said, I was going to read this tweet. This tweet shows that Nigeria as a country, it has finished.
Now, I've already gone into tech.
Now,
all of them are not doing UI UX.
Now, dustbin remain.
See, if you started doing UI UX, or you're making some bar on the side, don't bother going back to school.
Sorry, am I in the right group?
Don't worry. Go and learn. Just continue working. There's nothing again they want to teach you in that place. All
right. So a lady, I won't mention her name, said, I'm hoping Kiki Modi didn't scare the sex drive out of mass communication lecturers because I don't want to fail.
Oh my God.
He said, hey, because
oh my God.
They can't, nobody has time to read book now.
Oh my God.
It's crazy, man. Well, welcome back. All you people that turn to assistant house help at home, now you're free again.
And Gatesmen.
Please go and pick up this person from school.
I swear.
It has finished.
Errand master.
Yes. All the married men, we know a lot of you are happy now because things are realigning for you.
The school is, do you know that when I went to Yaba the other day, I said this married men must be going through a lot.
A lot.
If you see them entering and leaving the school empty.
Looking for maybe there's a mistake.
Just saying, see, I remember when I saw Nike. Moremi. No, reminiscing on good old
some people,
days.
they'll do, some men with that first day they open day. They will be there that night. So, sir, do you have a child? Yes, I have a baby here.
See?
I have a baby here.
See, flowers and balloons will be
She's in
into that school.
Oh my God, bloody. You go bloody.
You guys.
Some people just say, honey, I'm not coming. We have late night meeting.
I swear.
We
need to strategize for Q3.
For Q4. We need to balance the books.
Jonathan, and also project for Q1 next year.
Because you know the election, you go to check a lot of things.
And my NPR has to be written. So, you guys go the acronym. Acronym way past the salary where they pay them.
That's what it be. So, thank God, this is like the second longest strike of the longest strike ever in ASUU history. We hope that in another 2 years, they don't come out and say that they need to come out for another strike again.
See, I feel like striking is not, enough feels normal.
That has been normal.
In Nigeria, it's just like really crazy.
At some point, we will tell you, ASUU, never strike. I feel that ASUU just do that thing like, maybe we strike, maybe just say, maybe they rate us.
Let's rouse shit up.
Maybe they rate us. This Buhari too fresh.
It's too serious. This one is too, it's things for joking in this country.
Yeah,
and you put the government in the chokehold so that they like rattle their feathers.
You don't say Buhari as a man is not bothered.
There's been a lot of heavy.
We'll speak about Buhari later, but Buhari trended. He was shocked this week. But let's do our deep dive into Nollywood now, because that's going to take much of our time.
Today, right?
It's going to be the chunk of our.
So I messaged Ayo at a point in time this week, and I was like, Ayo, how are you doing? Now sent me one picture.
Which picture is that?
Showing me that he was watching a Woman King in the cinema. Which one do you want to start from?
Let's start from Hollywood, then we'll now bring it home to Nollywood.
Okay, fantastic.
So, Ugochi and some other few people, they threatened my life. I was under duress. That I must go and watch Woman King.
We hold you for neck.
Now, if you don't know what Woman King is, well, it's a movie starring John Boyega, Violetta Davis, and a lot of...
Violetta Davis. Yeah, that's my girl.
And a lot of other good actors.
I love it. Fantastic.
So the story itself, the journey of that story is... funny enough, if you watch Shango back in the day, the man who directed Shango, his next movie was supposed to be this movie. I don't know if he released it. I remember seeing the trailer back as a child, but I don't know if he did it, if he ever released it. The man who directed is Obafemi Lasode. He's alive, but I don't think he's in great health right now. Anyway, moving on. He was one that directed a lot of... If you watch Nigerian music videos in the 90s, he was the director and producer of all of them. That is Shoki, all of them. Yeah, he was the clients before the clients.
Interesting.
So the story itself is about the Dahomey Kingdom and a group of elite warriors who are all women. They are called my esteemed lady.
You told me just now.
Look at life. Women failing women. We'll talk about it in this.
Agoje. The Agoje warriors.
The all-female warriors called Agoje. In the movie, they call them the bloodiest bitches in Africa.
Love it.
And John Boyega is the king of Dahomey. Violetta Davis is the general of the Agoje.
Of the Agoje fighters, warriors.
I went there with my popcorn and Biggie. Biggie feels like...
Do you eat sugar popcorn?
They just gave me anyone. The one I gave to you, don't have option.
Really?
Yes. First of all, I don't know the difference between the VIP experience in Ikeja City Mall, Silver Best Cinema,
Miss Ikeja City Mall. Because
you told me this one was 5K5. This is my first rant.
Wait, is that how much you paid?
Yes. They now said the regular is 5K. I said, okay, no problem. I said 5K5.
Why is it expensive like that?
So they now took me to that 4D, this thing where the chairs shake and everything. I was not there. I said, okay, it's action film. At least when Violetta Davis give person blow, my chair go move. The chair don't move anything. It was stagnant.
Really?
It was very stagnant.
So was the sound good?
It's normal sound. And I said, what is the VIP experience? Because this is how we do in Nigeria. You just put prices on things.
Why is both?
And the experience isn't.
Wait, was this plus popcorn?
Yes, plus popcorn and one biggie. That is horrible. It's the most horrible drink ever.
That's shit.
Yeah, I think I'll be watching on the island whenever I'm on the island.
Yeah, please do. Because I paid 3K and I bought popcorn 1.5. So it's about the same thing. He paid.
I'm paying Tinubu. Ikeja is Tinubu. I'm paying Tinubu tax.
No, but that was plus popcorn. That's why I asked you.
Yeah, popcorn. Yeah.
Was it big, large popcorn?
It was normal size popcorn.
Me, I don't know what normal size is. Yeah, large.
Bomb there for different size. Anyway, now watching the movie, my thoughts. Where do I begin?
Please.
Where do I begin?
First of all, I'm beefing you for not telling me when I asked you.
Because I didn't want to spoil you.
It's okay. I understand what you're doing.
It's in my brain.
I knew what
it's in my brain.
No, I saw what you did there. I saw it.
where do I start from in the first place? So, okay, in case you don't know, the Ome Kingdom always been bullied by the Oyo Empire. I'm a son of Oyo, please do not cancel me. Thank you very much. Because if you guys can cancel British Empire, I don't know why. All of a sudden you can't cancel black people because only white people are racist.
Everybody
go chop on.
Do you understand? Breakfast.
So the movie starts where the Dahomey people are tired. You know, it starts with the rescue mission. The Oyo people have some certain slaves with them, mainly women. And Ugochi came out, and that's the first scene. They came out with blows and everything. Bing, bing,
and killed everybody.
And they killed.
They won, they conquered.
Yeah, they conquered. Yeah. Spoiler alert! If you've not watched it, please don't watch.
Don't destroy it.
I love Viola Davis as a general.
See, I love Viola Davis as a person.
I don't know.
A blessing.
But that movie, she killed it. She got that mohawk she had. Badass.
She's a baddie.
That lady who was in charge of the recruits.
Izongi.
If you've not watched the last James Bond, go and watch the last James Bond.
Inside?
She's 007. So in the movie, James Bond that we know has retired. So they gave his number 007, license to kill, to her. So she's in new James Bond. So she just got to meet James Bond.
Oh.
So that's all like
last James Bond. What's it called?
I've forgotten the name. So that's all like, no, it can't be her. I have to Google and I say, it's really her.
I'm going to watch it.
The young babe in the movie in Woman King.
Yeah.
If you watch MTV Sugar, she's the South African babe.
Yeah. Oh.
So when I saw her, like, bro, first of all, the casting. I'm not mad. And I saw Angelique Kidjo, who actually comes from Benin Republic, who obviously from Dahomey. I'm like, first of all, give it for representation.
Do you understand?
And we saw our own guy, Jimmy. What's his name?
Which one?
Jimmy
Odukoya.
Jimmy Odukoya, who many people don't know is the first son of the late Bimbo Odukoya.
Really?
That's a child.
Mado.
Yeah, he's a pastor.
Differently.
He's an ordained pastor.
That guy is hot.
I'm married with child.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I didn't. No, not so.
See, when you are with CBIC, these are the things you supposed to know. CBIC, we do not stand.
Appreciate beauty.
Lustful eyes.
Somebody is not fine.
Lustful eyes.
Okay, are you trying to say that now it was not fine? Or all those girls, all those warriors.
I saw them as warriors.
See, I have so many things to say. Just see. First of all, I like how they represented women in the movie.
Oh, right? It was a female movie.
See,
you know what I liked also? How they represent women and they didn't say all men are idiots. You know that's how they do things.
Of course, they were not making it a comparison, right?
Yeah.
But they showed the ways that a woman can be strong.
You know what I loved? When they came back, the first time they came back, when they came back and they said that they don't look at them.
Yes.
A lot of them could their eyes. That babe came out and looked at us. First of all, that babe, I don't know her name, 007 babe, that's our color.
Izongi.
She killed her role.
See, when she died.
She was a mad woman.
Listen.
Literally mad woman.
Even her accent.
Then she was grooming that babe. Every time she looked like...
Say, first rule. Do not.
No, you have to always obey Izongi. I am Izongi.
I love it.
She rocked, she ran everything.
It was amazing.
I love this guy. What's his name? John Boyega.
Yeah.
He said he copied his father.
See.
The way his father taught, and I'm like, bro,
really?
He was the comic relief in that movie.
See. I like the way he was treating his wives.
First of all, talk about. Say if you're not so talented and gifted, I would have made you one of my wives.
Do you understand?
But then just said, I've heard this guy.
This guy.
The big guy was a bad man. See, the badness he packed for himself.
Listen, do you know?
Shout out to polygamy. It shows that polygamy is the true and only way.
I like the way they also didn't make the whole thing about the king and his wives.
Yeah, because they're supporting acts.
Yeah. He didn't make the whole thing about them.
But he was also strong.
He was strong, exactly. And he was a good leader.
And he was looking for a way to go and not for them to move beyond slave trade. Slave trade. I like the fact that the slave trade didn't come from one POV.
Exactly.
That, white people started just kidnapping us. Everybody.
They also played treaties.
We all had a hand in it. We all had a hand in it.
I like the way they told the story, and the cinematography was beautiful.
The cinematography was beautiful. I love the fighting sequences.
See,
some of it felt like
real.
Some of it felt like Capera. So Capera is when black slaves were taken to Brazil, they formed their own martial arts called Capera. You can Google it. They still do it. It's very entertaining. It looks as if they're dancing. But if they fight you that scene, they will clear you. Some parts of it look like Capera. Some parts of it look like Kung Fu. It was lovely.
It was so good to watch.
I love the training they gave the women. Like, it was good. That girl killed her role.
See, now we are.
That South African girl.
See.
This is why we tell you people about South African actors.
And look at how innocent her face looked.
Yeah, she's a fine babe.
But
fine babe.
CBIC. But when I said that guy is a fine man, he said, yeah, he's married with kids.
I'm under anointing. You're not under anointing.
You
can buckle on that pressure.
Your spirit is not strong. Because if your spirit is strong, you know that the anointing rests upon me. It's
not my cross. I don't tell you.
Don't worry. Okay. It's not about that.
All right. Yeah, so the movie itself was a wonderful, it's a well-told story.
Great watch.
Well-told story. There's some inaccurate parts in it that, but...
And that's where they will see you.
But I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad. First of all, there's what's his name? Jimmy Odukoya's role. His name's Oba. Come on. You guys should have tried a little bit. How can he be called king?
Well, maybe king for the streets now. No. Because now street guy be like...
So he's if I'm getting it right, in the Oyo Empire, they used to have... the top general or the field marshal, and the title is Ariel no Kankafo. But you don't accept white people.
All of a sudden, you're so vast in your town.
I've known your Empire story since now. It's not. We don't have to wait till Hollywood does.
Please rest.
We're not Gen Z that have to wait.
In the name of Jesus.
It's not Gen Z that they say, "Oh, do you know that Nigeria is under UAC?" Wow. Let's boycott Mr. Biggs.
I don't like the tone of your voice.
Let's boycott Mr. Biggs.
I don't like the tone of your voice.
We're not like them.
I don't like it.
We will know where we come from.
By the way,
as they say, we're not the people that use our left hand to direct, show people where our father's house is. We know the story. Thank you. I think
your father's house is in Oyo.
Yes, I know now.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Even though I use GPS last, but we know the area. But that name part, I'm like, that name part. Well, I like it because we don't expect white people to now start saying, I don't know, Kankafo and everything.
And they tried though.
They tried with it. I don't have any issues with the whole story itself. Even the whole thing that when they not tied it back that Vala Davis was that babe's mother, it didn't feel cheesy to me.
I swear.
It didn't feel corny.
It felt so good. And how she got even...
I'll ask a question though. Do you think Vala Davis and her deputy were lovers? Are lovers?
I feel that...
They kind of have a love story, but they didn't want to go deep into it.
I don't feel like they... Maybe you're trying to say lesbians, is it?
And lovers, please. Let's be
so... I feel that they complemented each other.
Yeah.
Let us just look at the relationship from the part that they even told us about, right? Let's not think too far.
Yeah.
Their friendship was one of respect.
Yeah. Admiration, respect.
Yes. That babe, I don't know, her face is beautiful.
She's very tall lady.
Jesus.
The way she beat that white guy.
Name Amenza.
The way she beat that white guy at the end.
See,
there's one movie. I said this is for Kuta Kinte. This is for slavery.
Do you know she was good?
I'm like you've beaten him already.
Do you understand?
Just break his jaw like you don't do.
Fierce. They were also fierce.
See that part where they said they should choose 10 warriors.
Yes.
And then that went dead. And my guy from Oyo Empire thought they were about to surrender.
Swear.
So no, she threw the heads.
I swear.
Siraki.
See, that's when Nawi showed herself for the first time.
Now we know the hair word.
See,
but you don't say now.
Girl,
we'll talk about Nawi's fuck up. What's
Nawi's fuck up?
Now we know they fuck. Man, focus.
See, allow her. She's a young, beautiful girl.
Before the Brazilian guy came,
she was already looking at...
So, one guy just touched you for ways. You don't young woman.
She was at her prime now. That's what they needed you to see too.
Young woman, focus. See, it's not everything that is prick. Focus on the job.
See, the chemistry between man and woman.
You saw Mulatto dick in forest. She was speechless.
Listen,
this girl had been talking from the first
But his body was so sculpted. And you see, for somebody who also was in the fit life, she has seen a white man, and he didn't look so strange.
It's not white. She saw Mulatto dick. Say, hey, this one, if you catch me like this,
they finally knocked.
They knocked.
But it looks very underwhelming. There was no glow, nothing.
It was our first time.
No.
First time, no, they sweet like that.
I beg you. Not everybody. Speak for
you. Like, oh, they're fighting my dear. So not coming abreast. We'll look at you.
See,
Your mother ran away. Your mother was running. They're doing 100 meter race. You are collecting Brazilian prick.
See, you must come first.
Brazilian / Benin Republic prick.
You guys, see, word on marble.
She will get Belen. She will bomb. She will Belen. She will get Belen.
Word on marble of the week. For you to run, you must come first. Your come is priority. Orgasms matter.
The night of they did the blood oath.
See,
she was gonna look for man.
Then they did the blood oaths. You think that those babes are not knocking there too? So they will not tell you.
All of you have to be virgin.
We agree. They're all
but that is okay.
That's why they were not trying.
It's okay to knock man because that babe are too much. Baby, when they drink whiskey.
What do you see that fight? That battle they were doing, that their internal tussle that they did, that they put a spear to each other's shoulders.
Papa was mad. What was your favorite scene in that movie?
I had so many. Where do you want me to start from? Do you know the place where Viola Davis told that girl about in that water place where they are bathing?
Yeah.
That girl is very stubborn, and her mouth is so bad.
But she's
I loved it. Do you understand?
She's a resemble person.
Like mama.
It's the looker.
See, I love that place. I loved when they were learning to train, and when they did that thing, the tournament.
See, that final tournament was the baddest.
That baby,
when she chopped off that head.
Do you understand?
I'm like, yeah.
The other one thought she was going to win, but she went back to help, and she still overtook her.
Even John Baker was like,
clap for her.
When she jumped down, instead of climbing down, everyone like, hey, who is this?
This tact is too much.
That girl, she tried. She killed that role.
I liked when Viola Davis was running to go and save her people.
And those people were now. Even the man joined them.
Even myself, I wanted to run.
Even the man, no, you don't feel no.
Wow,
and this is what
even let me.
And this is what I'm getting to. You look at what women of valor were doing.
See,
look at what is happening now. You women are now fighting for pasta. Pasta.
You know what I said.
See what women I did before. It's pasta.
Pasta. Remember what I said when you first asked me what I thought about that movie? I said I like the way they showed women as strong and still soft at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Do you understand? She could cry, but she will still kick your fucking ass.
You know the guy that made me laugh a lot. No, that guy that is in the King's Palace.
Which one?
The one that moves like a woman.
See?
That guy was jokes.
Elegance, that guy, see,
that guy was jokes.
Eyes alone, if looks could kill.
That guy's jokes. Like, bro, I could not stop laughing. Then John Boyga's wife, the main wife.
What was that one hustling about? She wanted to be woman king.
She wanted to be woman king. That babe looked like Kimopra a lot. I don't know why.
You know, it's only you that is watching all these things. I don't remember their faces.
Look like Kimopra a lot. I thought it was Kimopra. I said, Kimopra acted on Hollywood film.
She was so beautiful.
But everybody tried in that movie. Yeah. It was actually dope. It was wonderful. I like the fact that when this guy lost, what's his name? The Oyo general. I said he can't go back home. So for a lot of people who don't know, if you are the Ariana Okankafo and you're not going for a battle or a war, if you lose, you can't come back to Oyo Empire. You have to commit suicide. That was the rule. It was the rule. So if you lose, you can commit suicide. So I like the fact that's why they could win. Because when you know that we know if you go back house, so now here we die. We die on the line. Yeah, I like the fact that they kept that part also. It's a shame that the love story could not further. At least the guy knocked Dahomey babe.
And his mom was also Dahomey.
I love the way they drowned that bastard.
Yeah.
That guy they drowned.
See the way they stabbed him.
I said kill him.
Did I say press his neck?
Because he too they talk.
Feeling like the smartest white boy.
Calm down.
You know where you are. Please rest. I liked everything. What were your own favorite scenes?
The one of the where she became like the number one recruit to the new gen.
See me too. I felt like they gave me presidency.
The Gen Z.
I swear.
The part that told me was when Izogi died. I knew Izogi was going to die.
See.
I knew he was going to die.
Listen.
But that part they fixed her arm. That part was gangster.
See, she just chopped it.
She chopped that. That babe they knock man. Another now she they knock man.
See, Zogi eats men alive. You know in Saro, they say this what's her name? Toy Tomato. She eats men.
That was
eats men.
Eating men.
A man eater. That's what Zogi.
She didn't bully everybody.
I swear, and she was tall, built, toned.
Yeah, I love the way. I didn't get why they were covering on their breasts. Like they were pressing their breasts. All of them.
You don't know that breast when you're running it to be going.
That time push up brand never did.
You understand? You have to coordinate.
I understand.
You have to find.
Understand. I understand.
I know now people who cross dress also, like girls who. Yeah.
I don't know that part.
You have to tape your boobs.
Shout out Bobrisky.
But
anyway, the part I liked was
shout out
James Brown. Please.
That's my guy. See, he allowed me. I had to follow him on Instagram this past week. And he just
please, Hollywood
content.
I like the part where she was training with the rope at the beginning. She said, "This is what this is."
Yeah.
At the end, so now use the one. She was over roping.
She used the rope. I said it's over.
You know that part where after Viola Davis killed that general, and those two guys were coming, and she told them, "Viola, don't worry."
Exactly.
About the beating. The beating.
Say, mommy, let me show you working.
The beating.
I
don't
learn the work.
And again, she don't collect knack. So
you understand?
The body
energy revitalize.
Energy. Mama don't collect vitamin S. Vitamin S. Mama don't collect. You know say, I can't.
If she did orgasm, fucked up though.
It's the first I count down now.
See, that boy, I say that guy didn't perform.
No, because you know why?
He didn't perform.
It's that black guy that was first flirting. That's the black man that can give her the power. The king, Dahomey.
I know sharpness iron.
You don't have been diluted.
Do you understand?
The Dahomey not too strong, but this one.
The Daho. You
know, this is really like this street that I was in that place. I say, they don't do that shower works in, so hey, Agatha.
Oh, that's crafts, no?
Agatha for Dahomey.
Hey,
Dahomey.
Oh my God, they're not cute. That's a beautiful movie.
They were playing in carries, yeah.
That was a beautiful
It's good
movie.
the way Hollywood depicted this movie. It felt it felt very Black Pantherish to me.
Do you get? But not in a way of like too much
sci-fi.
No,
this one,
exactly.
obviously, this one is
natural
epic
stuff.
Yeah,
do you understand?
Great movie. Shout out to the cast and crew, director, everybody. The fact that they use Africans also. Angelique Kidjo, the South African babe, our own Niger guy. Yeah, it was actually very, very good. Like, I love the songs they sang too.
Do you know? I was just about to tell you.
The descendants. Oh, the descendants of these women are still alive, and they want to sing in the song. Yeah, that's how the story is still alive to today. You know, in Africa, it's oral tradition. We don't like writing in Africa.
The writing is for we used to write. We just don't now know what the writing.
Yeah, we don't know the knock culture and all that stuff. Yeah, but if you know what the king woman.
You need to watch it, guys.
Lovely.
It's so important.
The part where they shot at Viola Davis and she just I should have collected the one for another life.
I swear. I used the gun.
This is the first. This is the first Femco.
I love
this is the original Femco. This Femco was around in October 20. You're not born any soldier. You will collect. You will collect. What?
When are we going to talk about October 20?
When is October 20 now?
It's coming on. Is this next weekend like this that we're entering?
Yeah. This week that we're entering.
This week that we're entering like this.
All right, so after that, they gave me assignment part 2 that I should go and watch Anikulapo.
That you are happy for.
Not related to Anikulapo Kuti.
But that's the meaning of their name now.
Anikulapo, yeah. He's
Anikulapo.
It literally means
I have death in my
pouch or pocket. Yeah. It stars Kunle Remi, Bimbo Adeoye, directed by Kunle Afolayan. Why I love watching that movie. If you watched Yoruba home videos in the 90s. Bro, it was like seeing your childhood stars because everybody was
there. True.
Obviously, you might not know them, but
I know them. I don't know their names.
Ogabelo.
No, I don't know their names.
Papi Luwe.
Yes, I know Papi Luwe.
Bro, I like
they're all the king's men.
Like they really brought them all out. I like the way he honored tradition.
Yeah.
You know, and these are not just ordinary people who just learned from
veterans.
From TV. These people started with stage. Theater, they moved into TV and all that. It was great seeing all that.
Naturals.
You've not Anikulapo. The story itself, I can't even tell you the story because it's a funny story.
See,
apparently, there's a man called Saro. Who has a gift? He has 2 gifts. One is making very, very wonderful ashoki. Second one is that he dey knack.
See, rough.
Women like him.
That's his weakness, by the way. That's the script on it.
He comes into Oyo Empire once again. Thank you very much.
From Iseng.
Thank you very much.
Do you know that the Iseng people are actually known to be very good weavers? Actually. Shout out. In Ekiti, even Iseng in Ekiti and the one in Osun, they're weavers, yeah.
So the guy comes from wherever he comes to Oyo Empire. On the day of festivity, and obviously he has nowhere to sleep, so he sleeps in his shop. That shop belongs to.
I feel like it wasn't a time of festivity. I feel like it was a time of because it was a city. It was always very upbeat.
No, but remember when he entered? When he said,
away from even that self, the king was coming back. Yeah, remember?
So the shop he was sleeping in belonged to Shola Shubali of great fame. And she said, she looked at the boy, very young, strong, buck boy.
Do you understand?
Muscle ripping.
His ass was tight.
It was everywhere.
Do you understand?
She now said, what are you doing here? Which is very true back in the day.
Even till now.
Of every African culture. But like, if they say a stranger, and like, where are you from? And you can say, oh, this is where I'm from. They'll give you a place to sleep and they'll give you food to eat.
I feel like Nigerians are very benevolent people.
Oh, yeah. So
especially Nigerians.
My maternal grandfather, he was the head of the Yoruba community in Kano. So if you're a Yoruba person who comes to Kano and you don't have anywhere to stay.
Your family has one small history.
Yeah, we try. You can come.
Which one are you saving?
Which one?
Which community are you opening for us? Here in Lagos.
CBI is in our community now.
I couldn't even
You see how?
I couldn't even contest it.
So back then, you just go to my grandfather's house and say, "Oh, you're Yoruba from here," and they give you a place to sleep.
Mado, God, I beg.
So that part when I said, I'm like, okay, this is my grandfather. I'm from.
I said, let's pack our bags and go back to our father's house.
Please, I never get time. I said, this is my grandfather's house. I'm not paying rent.
Say, go to your own grandfather's house.
But anyway, he comes in and she gives him food. She asks him, what do you do? He says he does Ashoke and everything is very good. But he doesn't have the capital to start. And Shola Shobali, out of the benevolence of our bosom.
See, autocracy don't start.
Underlining bosom. He's very, very keen to this story we are going to. Yes, I have this vacancy here. You can be molding clay. And you get in like he's a fine boy like me.
Do you understand? Soft hands for the pedals only. How dare you?
How will I be molding clay?
Splinter and
so that's if you mold clay, you see food, you eat twice a day. You see money to start your business.
Exactly.
So he was convinced. So
she made a convincing claim though.
Yeah, but the final convincing part where convinced the boy
is that people will always
Baba was sleeping. All of a sudden, Shola Shobali came in. Back then they
laid beside
back
him.
Then they know they talk too much. What is a woman looking for?
Action.
It's not like now that you can go to your guy's house or by 11 p.m. and just say, "Oh, I have to borrow charger." Back then, you enter that man's house 11 p.m.
That's what y'all are
as
doing.
A woman. There's only one thing you're looking for.
That's a lie.
There's no Netflix there. No, look at that.
No, she wanted to come and check if he was sleeping okay. He was a guest in her home.
And she not lay her bosom on his own bosom.
But then, see, on her loins, their loins called out.
The man knew that, this is my benefactor. If I don't...
Do you understand? I'll go back to the trenches.
Back then, the trenches was not very sexy.
It was not given.
So, they did the deed. And he was like the sugar boy. And
collecting 3 meats when others were struggling.
The part that made me laugh was that when they gave him his own food.
Everybody.
All the boys are like, no.
What's he they do?
This boy not the knack.
He give.
Dr. Macaroni is in the movie. He actually had like Mr. Macaroni. And he was trying to tell Kule Revi that, how do you know that you're working in kind?
You know that one was jealous. I know he was speaking from a place of
jealousy. And he was
jealousy.
very wicked to his apprentices.
Do you understand? So mean. And I'm sure he was smelling.
So... Actually, look like a smelling character.
It looks like a smelling character.
So before you know, it's Kule Remi actually opened his own shop and people were coming.
No, they set him up.
Like they set him up.
See, that's the sugar mom. Please don't pass that side so quickly because it was the most important
because they gave him flat at VQ.
Do you understand?
They gave him flat at VQ.
They set him up.
That was flat at VQ back then.
That's sugar mommy template. Bro, the original template.
Life was so soft then. No?
Listen.
See flat at VQ.
For Nax.
You don't get fence.
See, go into the world and multiply.
No need for AC.
Listen.
They give him fence and VQ. So the guy opened up shop. And he had female customer.
And then even give them. And I'm sure she set up that shop now.
Yes, I'm sure, obviously. And he had female customers, and they're always looking at him like, who is this fine?
Because Sarah was fine, Sha.
Yeah, I was
a good-looking guy.
Here comes Kule Afolayan on his mighty horse, and
strolled into town.
And Sarah looked at him, who is this man?
Wealthy man.
He now noticed that this night, this woman didn't come to my house. So let me go to her house.
And go and see. Lay my
That's why I now saw Shola Shobali and Kule Afolayan there canoodling.
After Nax.
They had after our glow. You know that gist when they get after.
I swear.
And Sarah hair and like he was pissed.
House was broken.
Shola Shobali as a woman, we don't add 2 + 2 together. Go meet her the next day. Say, you don't frequent my abode anymore. Give her silent treatment. So when she later found out that
let me tell you the place that I don't know how to speak Yoruba. She said there, but
first of all,
the translations.
The Yoruba there was not even know, it was old Yoruba.
Yoruba figures.
When you hear stuff like Egbesinu Tubu, you know what Tubu?
What does it mean?
Tubu is the old Yoruba word for prison. When I heard that part, I was laughing. Like, bro, these are words I've not heard in years. Just when I used to watch Oritage. Anybody who's Yoruba would know what Oritage is. I was laughing. I'm like, bro, this Yoruba is called. It's not the Lagos Yoruba we speak. This is Interland Yoruba, hinterland.
They really tried in like saying the words.
Some characters didn't get the pronunciation.
But I don't know because I'm not Yoruba.
Yeah, some people are like, but I can't judge because me too. I don't go.
You can't flow like that.
Heavy. You
get what I mean? And I liked that she not when I forgot my train of thought. I've lost my train of thought.
I don't know.
But when she went to go and meet Saru in his house and everything, and she was insulting him, that you know what?
You're on my level.
Stinking.
Yeah, you're on my level, my nigga.
See, she said your mouth.
But she clear.
Stinking.
But like I say, as agro catch mom.
Dirty.
Agro catch mom.
Do you understand?
Because I said no.
Say, let me connect you to higher powers.
So that's it. Oh, let me
lift you.
This is how they give contracts.
Do you understand?
This is how governments give contracts.
In the dead of the night.
I got you a contract too that all the king's wives
now you go there
and his children, you're going to supply
Ashoki fashion week for them.
Saro's dick just rise.
I love. See, Saro was.
He rose to the occasion. He rose to the occasion.
Me.
Now in the king's palace, this height of polygamy.
Do you understand?
The new bride is. First of all, the new bride.
We're going to talk about that. The new bride that has stayed in the palace. I want to ask something.
Yeah. So if you know, the king is Ogogo, the legend himself.
Is that his name?
Yes, Ogogo. Fanboy Ogogo.
Gosh.
That was son, actually, aka Ogogo.
The guy
in the 90s,
good.
he had like 5 or 6. He had like a 7 or 8 year run. He was the number 1 actor.
No, he's so good.
Ogogo, Ginka Kodri, who is the hunter that met Saro.
Oh, in the bush. I know his face, but I don't know his name.
His name is that guy. One day, I was at home one day, and the guy came to my house. So apparently, he knew my popsy, but I don't even know how they knew.
Ayo.
Maso, his name.
Nice.
Hey.
Ayo, that's how you do Nollywood film. You can feature me inside.
His nickname is Masomo because that's what he used to say. Don't say it again means Masomo. So he used to say that a lot, and he started with those kind of epic movies.
Man.
So back to the King's Palace. So there's a new wife, and you know that when there's a new wife,
there's a new rival.
The roster has changed. 80% new wife. When you see for the old wives, when you see the kings, when you see the king.
Do you understand? Take your turn.
The first wife actually, she's experienced. She looks like, they don't marry on top of me. So I know why am I beefing the latest wife?
Exactly.
When you see the second and third wife,
Especially that second one.
They vex.
Fire.
So they can't show it was so bad they even poisoned her, but she didn't die.
See, is it that? Do you think that what they were giving her was poison not to have kids?
Probably.
And also poisoning her. Poisoning to. They probably did an overdose on the last one.
I think they wanted to kill her.
As well, kill the baby. I think they wanted to kill her baby.
I think one of the effects of that, they wanted to kill her, but she didn't kill her, but he still harmed her, so she couldn't have children. I think that was it.
It's because so it's between two things for me. It's either that or
I think it was outright kill.
Or because she took Akala's power, she picked Akala's power. You know, a life for a life now.
Yeah,
if you keep resurrecting people, how do you pay back?
Yeah, I get it.
You know that they even asked in the movie that how do you keep raising people from the dead?
We'll get to that part, but in the story, so
sorry. I've jumped.
So the wives don't like her, apart from the first wife, but the king likes her.
Yeah.
So there was one time when the king was with the second wife. Wait, the woman just know say.
Woman,
she got to say, I've noticed that
you're always with the new girl.
You don't frequent my chambers often. That is because
what's that woman's name? She's also old.
Yeah, but she's from the home video era. The new home video era.
Oh yeah.
Not Ogogo sets. The last 10 years sets.
Okay.
All the wives were from like the last 10, the millennium era, not Ogogo sets. So the king now, you don't say the king won't knock. The king just vex say, I didn't know that it was this kind of question there to ask me. I came here for peace.
Do you understand? I came here for knacks.
Baba vex. He can go
body rubs.
He go the new body house.
Do you understand?
The body's room.
Let me go to the place that
the new body. She says she wise. She says she's in that period. Hey, Baba say we go. Nothing to do.
You know she was trying to work. She wants to chase him so that he can go back.
She said, Baba look and say even if Baba ready to how do you enter the Red Sea. Baba said like period or no period, I go knock this night.
You understand?
And in that,
don't worry, we'll go chill. We'll go there, okay,
to the front. The next morning, the second wife go and meet the new wife. Say, let's say you they mad. Say you are very stupid. Want to clear and give her broke her glass, everything you showed down.
The second wife.
The pettiness of that new wife's heart. Say,
dinging.
She now said, then in the next scene. One of the king's messengers came and said, the new wife, she's feverish, she's shaking, everything. Baba don't say, my new body. Baba, my new body.
Do you understand? My whole body.
My light skin.
Do you understand?
My light skin. Baba just enters. The girl just Colombia and say, my mercy.
You shall see nobody else.
Come and do your work on me. Baba said,
nicely played.
The third wife was noticed. It was my roster today.
That one, their cry was hot. The tears.
I think she was the one that really did that poison stuff. So they tried to poison her. It didn't work.
Yeah.
She was saved.
Thankfully.
Then here comes Saro that came with the courtyard. They were not showing his wares,
What was his Oriki? They used to greet him from Bogon.
From Gongon.
Bogon.
Sorry, from Bogon. Bogon is the
Alashofi. No, Saro Alashofi. Alashofi.
From Bogon.
From Bogon.
So he was showing all the queens and they liked it. Okay, we'll buy. they forgot the last wife because nobody gives a fuck about her.
Yeah.
So one of the attendants told Saruda, don't go here too. Even before then, you know, the princess in the court, in the palace, already giving Saru eye. Saru to run the look and say,
I like the way that girl talks.
That's Kunle Afolayan's daughter anyway.
Really?
Yeah, that's his daughter.
Her Yoruba was so rhythmic, very musical.
Yeah, but she not to knock like that. But
no, I don't know what she was saying, but it sounded very rhythmic to me to listen to. Yeah.
So here comes Bimbo Adeoye. You know that part where Romeo meets Juliet. That
sun shines differently.
People say, and our eyes became 4.
Ooh.
If you know what I mean. You want to have a very stupid sense of.
Wait, it became what?
4. Our two eyes met. That became 4. Then all of a sudden, we saw Saru. This is where you know that women lose focus.
Saru was losing focus first.
No, we know it because Saru was daydreaming. But this is how you know that women. So Saru was working in the forest. Jungle. This is how you show that women. When I go nap them, they are going to live them.
I thought it was Juju.
It was not Juju now.
That attacked Saru.
Yeah, I thought like. So that Bimbo Adeoye came and said, hey, Saru, what you are giving to Shola Sobowale, you must give it to me. Times 2.
Double up.
And they knock inside in the forest.
But he wanted it to.
We're not
an abomination.
We're not a king's wife.
The king's wife. Hey. Something that the king has taught you. Put your body there.
So they continue knocking. First of all, I was surprised when I saw nudity.
Yes, and bomb.
I know, obviously, the moralists on Twitter are like, this is against Yoruba culture. I'm like, so when people knocked back in the day, they used to wear clothes to knock. They've already put it there, sex and nudity. It's not by force. You can also skip that scene.
Do you get?
But anyway, you see Kunle. If you like Kunle Remi as a babe, you see his yansh. If you like,
ass is tight.
If you see Bimbo Adeoye too, you see the top half.
Her boobs be perky.
That lighting there was mad.
It.
The lighting that hot. That lighting.
See, do you know?
Fuck never. That lighting bad. That lighting bad, bro.
The candles in the corners were doing the right thing.
They're really working.
They were working.
And not as Saru was servicing the king's last wife. So Shola Sobowale, as a woman of means, she just had to plot it together. She now advice.
I'm sure they've told her already. People would have seen.
It must have been macaroni.
It must have been macaroni. You guys, it also just shows that Nigerians, gossip, don't dare about.
And again, everybody will see things now.
Do you understand?
Everybody will see things.
Think that you're hiding something. Somebody's
just like Woman King, where people saw a lot of things now. See when that babe was always flirting, and they thought they tell her, they say, "We didn't see you. We didn't see you." Another Shola Sobowale advised Saru that this thing you are going, don't be too ambitious.
Exactly.
This thing you are doing is too much and everything.
Don't let them chop your eye.
Saru he didn't give a fuck. He was proud. He was a hot boy. He was a hot boy.
Do you understand?
Meanwhile, the princess in the palace already was catching feelings for Saru.
Hot feelings. She had married him.
In her mind, she had married him already.
Yeah, she was married to him.
So one day, after their post-coital discussion, that's why they started revealing to themselves that I came from a bad background. Bimbo Adeoye too was saying that they sold me to this old man. I didn't like him and everything.
At a young age.
So Saru just came up with a brilliant idea that we should elope right now tonight.
No, it was her.
And that it should elope. But Saru now said, let's do it tonight. Apparently, there was somebody eavesdropping, and that was the princess.
A night caller.
She was heartbroken. I know what the Bible says.
Devastated.
A woman scorned.
Hell knows no fury like a woman scorned.
They get marched to the palace.
Straight.
Go meet our mom, see with tears. Our mom was like, why are you crying?
My baby.
They now broke the story. Adultery in the king's palace.
By an outsider.
Saru wanted to leave his house and say, let's start the journey.
That's what they carry him.
Those guys, you see the plank.
But look at how stealth Bimbo was to run away from the palace.
An adulterous woman is very quick on her feet.
Wow.
Moving on.
All of a sudden, an adulterous woman.
Wait,
Men
please.
going to commit adultery.
He didn't commit adultery. He was just knocking.
No, I'm saying, don't leave this movie. Men, they don't.
There was no adultery in this time. There's no.
He's a lie. Didn't he rape that babe?
It was.
No, it was what?
He married her at
and
the
it
end.
was not over somebody under his roof. So low.
So you have to be under her. So moving on.
Please don't kill me.
So they caught Saru and they beat him and took him in front of the palace. And the Alaafin of Oyo said, you know what?
Wash my hand of you.
Wash off it. We opened
our doors
to
and
you.
welcome.
So this is how you pay us back. And they plucked they just jungle justice. They plucked him. They left him in the forest
and peed on him. That part was so messy.
It was so nasty. Bimbo Adeoye came like, oh, my lover, and she slept with his dead body. I didn't mean sleep. Sleep was not narco. She slept by his side. So there's a magical bed. Who judges whether you've been unfairly killed or not?
The opening scene of the movie.
So they now brought it back. So they now raise Saro and he now asks that, oh, how did you die? But I think the bed now like you're supposed to be dead now for what you did. But before he could kill him again or send him to the afterlife, Bimbade came with plank.
A woman.
Because no matter what, a woman likes dick over anything else.
Rest.
She came to plank and nearly planked a medical bed. That people gonna say when she died, she will explain.
I said,
and as the bed flew, his powers fell in the god. And Bimbade
quickly.
That was a mistake.
What?
No, our mistake was later on. I will talk about mistake. She kept the god.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, kept her god. And she now kept coolly Remy and they started walking. I know back then the number one pastime for ancient people was and they
long
walked.
Love trek.
And they loved and they walked and walked. And they walked and they met a man.
You know, he was the true. Sorry, real quick, just going back to that place. That was the evil forest where people. You know, at the beginning of the movie, the narrator was saying that when people die, they put them there. Throw them into the evil forest.
And they walked, and some parts they were looking for food, some parts they were looking for water.
Do you see that part that she ate the pawpaw with her teeth?
That shit was real.
Jesus.
I think Kuli Afonso must have starved her. For her to, because that part was real, man.
No. I think she's just that extra person.
Yeah, but I'm saying that again. That's what I think with you.
Do you understand?
So, but don't worry. We'll eat in the evening.
The way she opened that pawpaw, gosh, my eyes opened.
So they now met Yinka Quadri, was a hunter. And the guy was advising her, this part you are on, this is where the slave traders are. That you can say you want to continue, but you can stay with me in the hut in the forest, and we'll now move on to the town. And they actually, at the end of the day, they accepted his offer. Yeah. And you know, he was a nice host to them. Exactly. When they went to the village the next day, his son, Kinyika Kodi's son, had died, and this is the greatest fuck up.
Had passed away.
This is where I say women they lose focus. Break once again.
So you feel same too, right? She shouldn't have given.
Why? I would have been.
She's so stupid.
You just said me. If I be kind of.
Do you understand? See, I'll put him. I latch him to my belt.
She now told him that this God have been keeping this thing. That I saw it on the bed that resurrected you. That this is where his power of life and death is. They can actually use it to resurrect the man's child.
And that one was even afraid. Gone safe.
If they tell you that kind of just don't go fear.
See the sin of Eve again.
So he now to the God and resurrected the boy. First of all, when he resurrected the boy, everybody first scattered. People were crying. They were one. I think it's very typical Yoruba people.
There was one woman that was really crying the most.
She was singing. Yes. And lo and behold, the next day they feed the guy because he did something wonderful. Jesus don't reach the Oba already. See, there's a person where they resurrect people deal. Yes. So they invited him to the palace. And this part I don't like about the film. The guy who was the king obviously can't speak Yoruba. Why did they not say, oh, it's mute or something happened? He can't speak Yoruba.
Oh, is that what he meant? Is that what it was?
The guy can't speak Yoruba in real life. He's not a Yoruba person. But he's an international actor.
But he looks like a Deltan man.
He doesn't know how to speak Yoruba.
Yeah, okay. So I like the whole paparazzi shot.
So they asked him that, is it true that he can resurrect the dead? He said, yes, And Saro was welcomed into this new village and he was resurrecting a lot of people. His name was
he was rebranded
as Anikulapo.
Yes, so.
And him resurrecting people started giving gifts and everything. I remember once when he resurrected one old woman. The woman said, who asked you? I want to go.
I like that. I like that cinematic thing where there was high tension and when she just said I did like when they were showing all his prosperous raising from the dead and all of that. And then when he got to that woman, just dropped him and then went on to another scene.
And lo and behold, this what happened to King David and Bathsheba happened. Saro was coming into the house, JJ, and the house girl that they employed was giving doggy style because she was placing somebody's hair.
No, she was washing pot or something.
No, she was doing bimbo's hair. Oh, but then she was bending down like she was taking back shots. And Saro, a man of vim and valor.
And weak loins.
A man of timber and
weak will.
You look and say,
very weak will.
But the man resisted. He said, no, I resist the devil.
He resisted.
Then one day that Bimba Dewe managed to walk out somewhere. I don't know. You know when women
stretch legs.
When women go stretch leg, one kind, that's when the devil comes in.
So she have stayed.
That girl once again now bent down like that again because she was cooking.
And Saro plotted.
Saro first, the way he first cleaned his leg, first hit his Saro first hit his two legs, remove the dust. And I said, come. There's something in my eye. The girl to not came, blew the eye.
Saro is shameless.
He said, come again. You don't hear, And then come again, winging. He raped. In modern day language, he raped her.
I swear. What does CBIC have to say about this?
That's terrible. No, these are pagans. They don't believe in God, so we can't say anything.
Exactly.
God will forgive them of their sins.
Exactly.
So they did one quick fast forward. All of a sudden, they get on. Now they do in Yoruba film or Nollywood film.
She was with child.
The girl fainted.
I swear.
Some people look and say, what's the Abara Meji? That means we become two. You're not going to question and say, who give you belly?
I'm telling you.
She can't cry. She can't cry.
Sorrow.
Saro came. Say, what is happening here? Say, she the Abara Meji.
Or something.
Omo the Abara Meji. I say, the stupid man. I say,
are you pregnant?
Because the way he asked, he didn't say
so much
he didn't even say who made you pregnant. He said, are you pregnant?
Exactly.
And the way it says, Bimbo look. She add 2 + 2. Say, wait, the fuck me up.
Do you understand?
What the fuck me up?
You mess up.
Yeah, to mess the whole place
so deeply.
So
sure, I fuck her. They would disgrace you.
Yeah, so
somebody that gave you the power of life and death. This is how you
calm down. God, now it's more power and death.
This how you. The reason that they are flourishing in another town, that they were not killed or for impersonating and otherwise.
So fast forward, Sarona became wealthy. He now even had another wife apart from Mama 3.
I'm telling you.
And at that time, it was obvious that people could not have any child.
Exactly.
You know. And you know how men talk when they're with their new wife. He now apparently opened up and said she was a queen.
Doing pillow talk.
Doing pillow talk.
That's
like the wife that they told pillow talk. When they had just and said,
open it outside.
Olori Panda. And that Olori Panda means like rubbish queen or ordinary queen. That's a me.
Was so painful.
People they say me.
A queen of valor.
Me that.
Beauty.
I laugh your voice treating me like egg.
Do you understand?
And this is why they tell you women. That when you see the girl that's treating you like, when you see a nice guy, take it. But no. You want Saro?
Was good.
You want Saro? The 10 minutes, 20 minutes in that car.
I swear, a jobless.
I love you. That man didn't look at you or do more than 2 minutes.
It's actually those guys.
But no, you wanted the one that will break your back, and that's how you broke your back finally.
Scattered it and disgraced you so greatly.
So Saro was a man of means and power and everything, and the king's son now died. The crown prince, was meant to be the heir. He was the heir of the throne, and they now call Saro. Saro, come and do your magic. And before then, the Babalawo didn't like Saro because was
collecting work for
how are you resurrecting people like this?
Exactly.
And one thing I didn't like what they didn't do movie was that they should have shown us that there should be a consequence for you raising, because some people were meant to die. Look at that old man that was meant to die.
Yeah.
So in the spirit world, there should be a consequence.
But he kind of said it, Sha. He didn't just highlight so much the Babalawo. The Ifa priest.
Yes. But he wasn't sure where the guy got his powers from.
And that's why I was asking you, that do you feel that it was maybe that act that the spirits had taken away the fact that Bimbo couldn't give birth?
No. I think Bimbo's one was from, because remember, the second wife told her that.
That was.
Second wife said.
Do you understand what I mean? That the spirits can actually say, you have joined with this person.
No, but
you
remember,
never have your own child.
Remember when the second queen told her that some of us are meant to give the king a child, and you are there for pleasure.
I agree.
So it could be.
Yes,
it could be open
and that's where she thought too.
Yeah.
But me too, and that's also started to reason another time, like.
Down.
Do you understand? Because he kept on raising people.
Yeah, he kept on raising people. But anyway, they're not going to come and perform his magic. A few days before, there was a festival, and Saro's eye. Even though it was with his new wife, he laid upon the crown princess. Fine maiden.
Beautiful.
So they're not asking that.
Up and down.
The king doesn't say anything you want, just name.
Just raise my son.
Baba looked the princess at lick lips. Say, can I have a private word? You can't.
But Saro is disrespectful.
He told very, very disrespectful. He not told the mouth of the king that this is what I want. When they told the king went on mute. He was check and said, no.
Let me slap your head.
So that chief that was there is Baba Wande. Baba Wande is one of the greatest Yoruba actors of all time.
Is it that man that was encouraging and supporting Saro?
That was saying this. That nobody does it 3 times.
See.
That man, you know what they call deadpan? This man will say the funniest thing with an ordinary face and you'll be laughing. Baba Wande is a bloody comedian.
See, I say, so like, this guy is too believable.
Like a joy. Anything I want, let's give him peace. So apparently, just already got into the villagers that this person is already asking for the princess's hand in marriage. apparently the people that were existing are Saro's
help,
domestic help.
House.
That shot was so beautiful.
I swear.
When they just elongated, I just saw. I said, no! Oscar, where are you?
Do you understand? Her head was burning.
So she now said, okay, you know what? I'm leaving.
There's nothing else to lose.
She now packed her load. Saru now came back from the meeting. He now met his wives. That's why they're giving food. See the big food with these kids, man. He now said, where is my first wife? So she has gone. She has left. Say, left how? So she left now. She didn't tell us anything. She has just left. Meanwhile, the king's messengers now came and said, the king has agreed. Saru wash hand. It's true. They said, today I'm coming home with a baddie.
I swear.
They now say, perform your magic. Saru that normally used to do the day. He not did all the I just said they didn't ask him to do.
He overdid.
He was not,
a dance.
You know what? He was not turning around.
See.
And that Baba one day, he was not say, that's how he does it.
Do you understand?
There's a Latin the God.
And he started hailing him.
See.
He started hailing him. That guy is so good.
Baba one day is
I see this man is a supporter.
I was laughing. Because I didn't know what was going to happen. He did it the first time. Nothing happened. Baba one day say he normally does it 3 times.
I need to talk again to the God. He needs to talk to the God again.
He did it the second time. Baba Lawo don say kini ko ṣiṣẹ́ o say lẹ́mẹ̀ta ló máa ń ṣe ẹ filẹ̀ jẹ́ kó cook ẹ filẹ̀ kó cook ọmọ the guy cook the 3rd time ọmọ.
Nothing cooked.
He now opened the God. Nothing was inside.
He shook it first.
In true Yoruba cinema fashion, flashback. Bimbo just poured away the sand.
Uninterested. That's a winning shot.
They didn't even have to tell Saru what was going to happen next. The king, the voice of the king already like.
I was already waiting with a knife.
They go, you wait down, Omo. Next thing we saw Saru dead.
Again, dead on the mountain.
That bed now came.
Akala. Call his name now.
Is it Akala?
Yes, now.
And the way Kula Afolayan likes doing it, he has open-ended.
Just like Chimamanda's books.
He likes open-ended this thing. You watch his figurine, open-ended. Yeah. So they resurrect Saru and I say, how did you die? Obviously, go kill him again. Because I remember you.
To save you.
You know.
See, you don't wrong, go now. You don't wrong. I don't still meet you for front.
And that was the end. It was a wonderful. I love the use of language.
Everything.
Yoruba. See, there's some words I've not heard there in years. I was laughing when I was like, bro.
Look at the setup of the village.
So that village is actually his film village. That's where Kula Afolayan will be shooting most of his movies now. He bought acres of land there.
Wow.
And he invited all those veteran actors you saw there. And he even paid honor to them, paid homage to them and said, this is what I'm building. And they're just starstruck. They were amazed.
Where is that place? It's in Ogun State,
I think it's either Ogun State or Ondo State. From his village. He bought land in his village. And it's good because he's actually bringing work to those people there and everything. If you watch one of his videos, he actually went horseback riding in that area. Love it.
He rides?
Yeah, he rides. He rode a horse now. He rode a horse in the movie.
Fair. Yeah. And see, it was so obvious that everybody had to break into character.
Yeah, it was real. Everybody was into character. Bimbo, I think if they want to nominate anybody for acting, Bimbo,
she's so good.
Deserves to be. I think she even acted more than Kuleremi.
She deserves. She deserves.
And again, if anybody that goes topless deserves a nomination, first of all. I don't care.
Men are nudity.
Behave
as though nudity was created for them.
Have you watched Monsters Ball before?
What?
Monsters Ball.
No.
You know Halle Berry?
Yeah.
The beautiful Halle Berry.
Ooh.
Halle Berry won an Oscar for that movie.
Really?
You see the sex scene in that movie, my God. Bro, I saw that movie and I found this is alone. You should get Halle Berry a nomination.
Searching.
So yes, Bimbo Adeoye, wonderful. I think this is top 3 of Kula Afolayan's movies of all time. Nah, like he really outdid himself on this.
He did.
The cinematography.
The storytelling.
Bro, I dare say, hot take that this movie, the story is better than The Woman King. For me.
Fair point.
Like, bro.
Fair point.
Bro.
For what it is.
Yeah, it really broke down Yoruba tradition well.
See, it is what it is. See, you know what? I watched that movie. I watched that movie 3 times.
Oh, for real? I have to watch it again.
I watched it first time on my phone. I woke up one early morning and it was such a good way to start the morning for me. I watched it with Precious. Remember Precious?
Yeah.
I watched it with Precious. Precious was losing her mind. And then I watched it again in a cinema, in a home cinema. One of my neighbors has a home cinema. I watched it there, mad. And then I watched it again with a friend of mine. That my friend that says the baddie.
Yeah. Shout out to her.
I watched it again with my friend, and it was so good to see different people's expressions watching this movie. This movie has something for everybody, especially for people who are hungry for their roots.
Yeah.
And who want to know, like, who know a bit of something about tradition.
So when they were saying a lot of things, they were like getting going, like, yeah, this is it. Like when they say Oyo Messi, that's like the chief, the King's Council and everything. It was just and funny enough, the two movies are by Oyo Empire.
Exactly.
Feature the Oyo Empire also.
They're that big.
Please, we need more films like this. We need films that
tell the stories.
Tell the stories of where we are, who we are, like
where we came from.
Like they speaking in Yoruba,
fully, no English.
I would love where we see more movies like this. Where I want to watch an epic
more
Igbo
local,
movie.
Yeah, more local dialect.
Head to toe.
You know they used to have in the past now.
Yeah, but
a lot of them.
Igbo guys said, you know what? Why let's just do English so everybody can feast.
It's just
which was okay, but they lost the essence.
They lost it.
So meanwhile in the 90s where the Yorubas were saying, we're still doing a Yoruba movie industry, and it became very strong. It's very hard to see like
the Igbo people do in that same line.
Thank God for African Magic Igbo.
Yeah.
That said, let's jumpstart. Even at that, they are not outpacing the Yoruba movie industry in terms of number of productions.
Exactly. And
you could see how easily Kunle Afolayan could draw from Yoruba speaking actors easily.
Exactly.
If you want to have Igbo Yomo, you go.
There are a lot of people.
You have to go back. You have to go way back, my nigga.
And I think I also hate. I kind of like. I'm a little peeved at this thing where we have. It's just like not all the movies that were recreated. Was Rattlesnake?
Yeah.
We have actors or actresses who are not staying true to the characters. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Remember when we watched Rattlesnake and the lead female actress there could not even say a word in Igbo properly. It's just like, why?
Unheard of.
Why do you do that? Like, if it's for your crafts that you love,
and
why don't you learn it?
You are meant to be an actor, so that means you must learn how to.
Do you get what I mean?
Not to compare Hollywood and Nollywood, but bro, there are movies where Hollywood actors learn how to speak a language.
Exactly.
And they speak it well with the accent.
As good as the natives.
Yeah.
You get? Okay, it's just like even bringing it back now to what's this Anikulakbo. Like I watched an interview Bimbo and Kunle Remi had, and it was just like they said Kunle Afolayan took them into the bush to ensure that they were acclimatized with the area.
They
learned the language. She was not fucking around.
They're not fucking around because, and you know the sad thing about this, and it's the sad thing. After this movie was released and got a lot of positive reviews, it didn't make Nigeria's Oscar committee.
Exactly.
And Kunle Afolayan said he wonders why. If we have a movie like this, why can't the Oscar committee in Nigeria tell Oscar that this is the film,
good film
we are putting out for consideration for best foreign film category. What else again are you looking for in a movie?
Exactly.
It shows that our wuru sometimes is too much. It's too much. Bro, what else do you want in a film?
That was a movie.
Bro, they got everything right.
See, if you see how many times I shouted at Saro, I told
Saro was too much.
I told my friend something. I told one of the people I watched with something that when the only time Saro was useful in this film was when we went to go and bring Popo.
Yeah.
That's the only time.
I thought I was going to come back.
I thought you had run away from there because processes Saro fit do now. See, somebody that helped you till after they killed you, they could even walk straight.
Even the way he treated Shola Shobali too.
Do you understand?
Like, just like, madam.
I'm the side bitch and I fuck queens.
Now queen at the fuck now. I don't understand.
Upgrade.
Yeah,
I liked also the transitions in terms of makeup. See, how did they get to those tribal marks?
I don't think the tribal marks look very good though. I don't think they look very good.
I like that they staged though.
But I like the fact that they used tribal marks. Because back then, obviously, that's how.
Yeah.
And
I like the costume. I like the costumes and makeup. Do you understand?
Yeah.
If you, because there was a time I had to study about Ashoki and his weaving. Like even the colors, even the type of patterns on it meant so much. I don't know so much about the Yoruba tradition, but I know that all those things were even symbolic of the Oyo people, the great Oshun weavers, all those things. And it was so beautiful to watch. And seeing Saro go from dirty street boy smelling to a neat fine boy with his eye pencil.
He came with only basket, Tiro.
With his Tiro.
Tiro.
Jesus.
He came with basket.
And left with riches.
He left with balling.
Like, see, and it was always women that helped Sarah.
That guy, everywhere he was going.
Sugar boy.
The guy be walking in the market square, women will be looking at him like this.
Hot, because a beautiful man.
Yeah, he tried.
See,
the casting was good.
In all that you do, shall be fine.
Yeah, it shall be fine.
Just be fine, I swear.
This movie was lacking agenda, but we'll leave it.
That's a different conversation.
We'll move in because
it's a different other conversation.
Yeah, but it was a good movie. If you want to support Nollywood, this is a film you should watch.
You should actually watch. It's a good place to start.
Really good. And I'm happy it's number one. Like even in like the global charts, it's like in the top 10. Very, very good movie.
Shout out to Korea for Lion.
And I said something else is coming. I'm like, bro,
hey God, I beg.
We are ready.
Kill us now.
We are ready.
Hold our breath.
It really shows that your father, your son, the true son of your father.
And see, I like the way his mind works, because I think when I see a creative work, whether it's art, whether it's music, whatever it is, it's just how you interpret your mind, how you let us into a piece of your mind, and it's just like, wow, how can you be this good? Like, waiting, I don't use my own brain to think, God, that big.
It's actually dope.
No, it's amazing. It was so beautiful to watch, and I'm happy you finally watched it. How do you feel?
I feel good, you know. I'm happy that Nigerians can actually be on this level. Yeah. It's like, it's even interesting that you can even put it side by, like, you can even say, oh, it's better than The Woman King. Bro.
Because it doesn't get any, like, it's only greatness from here.
Yeah, it's only greatness.
Look at the palaces, look at the village squares.
And they built all that from scratch.
From scratch. And it looks like it's been there forever.
Shout out to the set design team.
They did a fantastic job. No, they did a
very fantastic job.
Remember when Saro's helping hands, they're like, Oga used to sing before. This money, no sing.
You don't know those boys?
I don't know them.
Those are the boys that do, like, if there's a popular video trending, they do their own version of it.
Those
are the two boys.
The ghetto boys.
Those are them.
Ikorodu boys.
Those are Ikorodu boys. Those are Ikorodu boys.
Mado.
Yeah.
That's a very good. I like the casting so much, actually. They gave everybody what everybody wanted. Bro, like, what fit everybody.
Look, I say if you're a fan of, like, the old Yoruba movie, see, when you saw those chiefs, all of them in both villages, you're like, bro, you try. It
was a good infusion of old and new.
You try.
It was sweet. It was sweet to watch. I really loved everything in that movie. I loved it.
Yeah, great.
It was great, actually.
Wonderful. Shout out to Nollywood.
I wanted to do a quick segue. I want to ask you a question. Which one is stronger right now? Jackpot or Engagement?
Jackpot.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Man, the way Engagement people are marrying.
Engagement is seasonal. You want to just sit up KPI for the end of the year.
No, people are marrying. They're marrying even in the hardship.
Yeah, they're marrying. People always marry, but this is Jackpot. You know that Nigeria has the highest number of dependents from
I saw the scales though.
So they bring family come.
See, it says it's coming to help me.
Or some people, your school fees is £10,000. You pay 4,000.
Yeah.
You're not at UK. You have no job and you're just chilling like that.
Well, once you get there, I know the UK right now is so vulnerable. I saw that they sacked their financial, I think what's his name?
Mr. Finance.
Kwasi. Yeah, they sacked him.
They gave Ghana must go.
Shout out to Murphy, baby. Because
that one go die there now.
Steady spoiling the
Murphy
economy, but nobody's saying anything about it.
Murphy said, you sacked him for what?
Do you understand? They say he's not scaling the economy very well. No. After all this...
Murphy will tell you there's no economy.
Do you understand?
I've scaled it down.
Murphy will say, no, I think the pound should have new notes, actually. The pound needs more notes to make it stronger.
With my face
rubbish. Do you understand? Fair point. Just holding people accountable to makes a lot of sense. And, this week, we've been seeing back to our political tournament.
Back to Buhari. So Buhari decided to give people national honor. And let me say this correctly, first of all. And it features a lot of great Nigerians. Some, Burna Boy father was there to collect on behalf of his son. I'm coming. Fashola was there. They gave him Fashola don't try. Just say Baba come and take his.
He has covered a lot. He has concealed a lot. He's sitting on a ticking time bomb.
Femi Adesina, the king's mouthpiece, was there. They gave him his own too.
Love it. The lineup was packed.
It was packed from all
sectors and sects of the economy.
Buhari, that is a man that obviously doesn't care, went viral for showing so much concern.
Our social media buddy.
He was so concerned by what he saw. I'm sure if you had the chance, he would have been like, excuse me.
For this Nigeria.
Where drop this list? Who is this guy? What does he do? So a lot of tech gurus were also there. They got their national honors, including the Paystack co-founder Ezra Olubi.
Love Ezra.
Olubi.
By the way.
And if you know Ezra Olubi, he's a very, very androgynous person.
He is.
So he has a lot of, he does finger, what do you call you?
He has very gothic fashion.
Yeah, the two go fine.
Yeah,
maybe break down for the people.
So he wears like nail polish.
He wears female attire. He has nail polish.
He dresses as he feels.
They do attachments too.
Yeah.
So he wears lipstick to board meetings. And the man decided to be himself. He decided to be himself, even in front of the number one citizen 001. And when Buhari gave him his national award, Buhari was so shocked.
Numbstruck.
That the second person, Buhari was still looking at Israel like,
numbstruck.
Who is this? I'm like,
I stand a fashion icon.
Steve said, I beg, maybe they don't go ban fintech with this kind
It got really bad.
Buhari did not know about this part of Nigeria.
Oh my God.
It is what these children are
exposed to it.
It is what these children are doing in Lagos.
I understand.
It is Lagos.
Oh my God.
Baba was so befuddled.
He was
literally.
His mouth was open.
Out of the 7 years Buhari has done as presidency,
he couldn't believe it.
I have not seen this shock before in my entire life.
See, shout out to Ezra.
I'm sure he said A.
I swear. Who be this so?
What's this?
What's with this?
He said, Aisha, please, who is this?
Explain to me who this person is.
Are we safe?
But Ezra's outfit though.
Yeah, it was just like a body as usual.
Please.
The other co-founder too also got his national honor.
Yeah, that one wore jacket school.
Yeah, he was just let me keep it conversative. Ezra don't drown. To my house, not keep on 50-50. Then Tenny Tina also got a national honor. And I didn't say anything wrong with that video. She collected the video. She collected her award and she left. And people now said she was very, very rude. That she did not bow down for Buhari. And it became a very exciting topic. I'm like, so why are you bowing down? You collected the national honor and you moved on.
And you shook his hand.
Was she meant to curtsy?
No, you know that she's Yoruba now. It's people's culture. You're supposed to be defending.
No, but the people are saying that she was meant to even bow down. Like some people just did like this, like a small bow. To at least you need to respect the
but she
office.
shook his hand now.
Bruh. Anyway. And people were blasting her like this is wrong, blah blah blah. Somebody now tweeted something that said that she didn't respect the office of the president. President said, as the president respected Nigerians.
Has he respected himself?
Has he respected Nigerians in these 7 years? So why don't he respect him?
We should have bowing again.
I don't say anything wrong in what she did.
Nigerians, and we can pick anything.
This conservatism. That's why they say that we shouldn't have nudity in our movies. Please, in short, I don't even think the sex scenes were even there enough. We need more sex scenes.
The first one, they only showed her back.
Yeah.
Then she attacked him in the bush.
But Nigerians changed you because I remember that time that what's her name? Omotola was in a movie where she acted as a sex worker.
Breast showed the top like this.
Body double. So it was not her, it was a body double.
Really?
It was Wahala.
It wasn't really her.
It wasn't her. 3 months. 60 people at the comium.
I swear.
Omotola pierced it all. Oh, this lady, what's this?
Even the one they did in Oloturi, that one it was so.
No. The one they really did a lot was in Blood Sisters. Blood Sisters.
I swear.
There's nothing they didn't show in Blood Sister. Blood Sister was 5 scenes away from being a blue film.
I love it.
They did the sex scenes. Then that couple was always knocking.
I swear.
Like, bro.
Okay, that's a lie. Let me not forget myself in laughter and say I love Blood Sisters.
Well, you like it?
It was an interesting watch, actually. It was an interesting watch, I must say.
But anyway,
so many anomalies. But
as Nigeria trying to progress, some people want us to still be doing.
Listen.
Still doing mommy and daddy scene.
Do you understand? Cover yourself with blanket and be
the next one we want full knacking.
Do you understand?
You know
they should show the foreplay to it.
No, Africa we know they do foreplay.
I want to see the foreplay.
You know why we don't do foreplay in Nigeria? After toasting babe for 7 months. If you do foreplay,
that's what the guy in. That's
what she's not saying. I know they do.
That's what your namesake said in.
You enter once.
Fan mail.
You enter once. The hair.
I didn't even react to that fan mail.
Which fan mail was that?
I agree with what the guy is saying.
Yes, dating is expensive now.
Very expensive.
Very expensive.
But see, at the end of the day, I mean, we're not saying anything is better than.
Oh, did you see that South African video?
Which one?
Oh, so what's this guy's name? This comedian that has this popular podcast that's always trending right now.
Which one?
What's his name now? You know the guy's name. Hey, you know his name?
South African.
Wait, Nedu.
Oh, he's not. Nedu is not South African now.
No,
Why is he South African?
He invited a South African lady.
Oh, so you posted it now.
So they're talking about why South African ladies like
Nigerian men.
And she didn't give her opinion about Nigerian women. That Nigerian women always want to suck.
She was shouting though. Why was she shouting?
Because people that fought apartheid.
No, I think she was a little too personal.
Yeah, no, when you fight apartheid, it's in your body.
She was upset.
When you fight, you not for.
They don't see if that one guy is tired.
Yeah.
They have stolen from her.
So she now said some things about Nigerian women and everything.
Frankly speaking.
Yeah, frankly speaking. I now put up the video.
I saw it now. It was actually from your status that your Instagram stories. I actually saw it.
And the thing went viral. Sorry, Steve is calling me.
Okay.
Hello, sir. I do.
Washers.
What do you say? No. No, the studio first. The one I put in the group now. No, Yabao, like you. Yes, check them now. I will know. Call credit. All right, moving back. Yeah, so South African lady said what she wanted to say about Nigeria.
Sorry.
So the South African lady said what she wanted to say about Nigerian ladies, that they're materialistic and blah, 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 blah. But my Nigerian woman came for the girl, though.
Why don't they come?
But you know, she contradicted herself after.
See, but you know that, do you know I was even going to come to that? I didn't even listen to the entire
She just said, that's why do you like Nigerian men? She just said, first one, she said was true. I agree with that one. They're very good in bed. Thank you very much. God will honor you and Mandela. And from the land, excuse me.
Not all of them, Sha. There are some guys that try.
Excuse me. From the rainbow nation of Africa,
please,
comes the truth.
Please.
A prophet does not have any honor in his own. But outside accolades,
I hear you.
Nigerian women, because of pastor, they won't narrate us.
Wow,
but it's fine.
Pastor is a thing.
But the second one, she now said, "Oh, we like them because when you ask them money for hair." But like sister, but that's what you were saying
for
the first
Nigerian
time.
Women.
But anything that cooks, anything is fine. It's fine. It's all right.
You know what? I'll tell you a story. When we went to SC, somebody who was part of my company that also went on a trip. Right, he went out for an evening drink and everything, and he said he got there when the women there found out he was Nigerian. They followed him home.
Yeah, shout out to them.
So we had our per diems in cash, USD. So he said when he got back to his apartment, the money was just on his dresser because they had just given him when he arrived and everything. And she saw the money and her longer throat rose up. Anyway, next month, fast forward to the next morning after the night's due, she went to bring the police and told them that he raped her.
Yeah, they set up people like that.
He raped her.
So
in South Africa, this one not be say they tell me.
No, down the women set up guys
that they raped her. And the South African police is very fierce towards Nigeria.
But they don't play around.
Don't even take it.
But there's something she also said though. This one I know is true. She said as a South African woman, if they like you, they come up and meet you.
Yeah. They're very audacious if it's that one.
A lot of African women are actually like that. Yeah. But you see, it is 2, 3, 4 of our...
It's because of the way you men also make your...
See, a woman feel they like you like this. Make everywhere under be like River Niger. Bruh. She goes, give you they call bone face. Say no, you work for it. You climb because the highest of the highest.
Because Nigerian men always also make it seem as though it's a sport, as if it's something you won.
We are a chosen place. You have to know that. In this Africa, they don't.
The trophies.
In Africa, we don't reach 2. They don't reach 2 like us. So.
See, anyway, I'm a huge supporter. If you like your person, tell them. Right? And if you don't want to go the extra mile, I think sometimes leading a person on is not completely the fault of the person who is leading, right? I don't see. This is my own POV, and I'm just saying.
I like
right?
you.
Some people
Nigerian women get PR.
That PR I feel like nobody should be out with anybody that just out of pity. If you don't like a person, you don't like a person.
PR.
Please don't kill me.
Well, I'll tell that she has a reason to cheat. We all know.
I'm not saying. I'm not even talking about cheating. Not even getting into a relationship. You know, some people. There are some people that you just keep around just because of the benefits of them being around. We do not keep brothers in Christ, CBIC boys. We do not keep you around in Jesus' name. Say amen. Right. CBIC boy, didn't respond amen.
This one no go mountain top. No.
I'm not part of the clique. They don't have to tell me anything about what's going on.
I think we should talk about these remaining 2 topics next week.
Yeah, let's rush real quick.
I think we should keep it to next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the truth is, okay, let's keep it to next week, actually. And I think we'll talk about something else next week.
Definitely.
This week as well. Just might not talk about the exact thing, just like general idea of it.
All right, flop of the week.
Flop of the week.
Shout out to Petraki, Bambuzu, Kefofu, Ifodu, Razmataz.
Simp.
What are you talking about?
You are now listening to the flop of the week on 234 Essential Podcast.
Is Senator Amosun. In this Japa generation.
Period.
The man said, countries granting visas to Nigerian youth are wicked. How? Excuse me. That will not put aside your guy.
Focus on your focus.
Focus on yourself, sir.
Do you understand?
So you want people that are giving us Jackpot visas?
Do you understand?
Stop. They're not wicked. They're benevolent.
We didn't even know he was still alive.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know that? I don't know where he dug himself out of.
A former governor of Ogun State, Senator Ibukunle Amosun, said foreign nations granting visas to young Nigerians are wicked. Why? They're helping us away from hell. They're taking us away from hell. They're not wicked. God will bless them.
Amen.
God will bless them.
And replenish their land.
Yes.
And anybody that don't want us to leave.
Fall down.
By fire.
Fall down. MFL. Fire. All right. So
somebody said a friend of mine posted something on our WhatsApp status, but also fuck those guys who was supporting bad governance and also have jackpot plans.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
All right.
So if you want to support bad leadership, please stay here with us and suffer the repercussions.
Yes.
Let me say go leave us strong.
Yeah. All right. Prop of the week.
Prop of the week.
Oh yeah, props.
The prop of the week on 234 Essential Podcast.
And this is to our, how would I say this now? To us as Nigerians. The National Gallery of Art, NGA, the Smithsonian Institution's National Museum of African Arts, and the Rhode Island School of Design Museum held a joint ceremony last week to mark the return of 31 Benin bronzes from their respective collections to Nigeria, marking the latest milestone in the growing movement to return the looted treasures.
What? Clap for.
Yeah, clap.
But all these looted treasures they are bringing back, waiting with the use and they do.
It's going back to the palace.
Which palace?
No, the Benin.
Binging.
When they announced this last year, you know, the Edo State said, we are willing to receive. And that's how Oba Benin sent a text message.
Don't touch it.
We touch it, you die.
They understand.
So everything's going back.
Touch not my anointed.
Everything's going back to the palace in Benin.
Okay.
Now, some people are asking now, some people are now saying, why are they putting the palace? They should carry it to the museum. No, my fellow Nigerians, I want to ask you one question. Out of all the museums within Nigeria, first of all,
which one is what?
How many you don't even go first?
Oh, I've been, Shao.
You are a different species.
I've been to like 4.
You are a 1%er.
Please don't kill me.
Oh no, because other small statue, and I say, oh, that's fetish. Now they want to bring them and I say, oh, you want to go to museum.
Oh my God.
How many you don't go? ASUU festival, you go?
I would like to go for that. Let's go now.
We'll go for the next one. Okay. Apparently, they say there's a bad thing that's going on in the Osun Festival. The Osun River, they said because of they are mining close by, that's polluted the river. So people can't. So this year, people that come from far and wide can't take it back home because they use it for spiritual means. If you are sick, you can drink it and bathe with it. They are not allowed to do that because it's been polluted.
Interesting.
But we can still go for next year.
I need to go and find out. I don't know so much about
it. There's a guy on my Instagram. I think his own job is to travel in Nigeria.
Okay.
The guy takes
What's his name?
I'll look for his name. I'll send it to you. He went to Osun Festival and took some very, very nice photos.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I want to go for stuff like that because you guys, the spirit is one and the same.
Yes, let us go and do our own sorrow.
Do you understand?
No, we enter. Mom be saying, if I send you bed, I'm alive. I'm not dying.
You will shout Jesus.
I'm not dying. Because you say, that's all. You know when you say, there's a story in the New Testament where they're trying to cast a demon, and the demon told the guy that Jesus I know, Peter and Paul I know.
I swear.
Who are you?
They
go shock you, say,
spirit are you?
You go to some place, you know Jesus. They say, hey, we know Jesus.
Do you understand?
You work out for this side, we know where. But who you will be?
No, but the Bible has germs, Sha.
You will tell. When demon not tell you, say, but who are you?
Identify yourself.
There's something they used to do in Yoruba movies back then.
The original esprit de corps.
There's something in Yoruba movies back then. You remove your shoes, carry it, put it under your arm. Armpits. Then run.
Kitty.
Kata. You know your story. That's what I'm telling you, man.
I swear.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for listening to this great episode.
Thank you. Remember to review our previous episode, Red Light Districts. Follow us on all social media platforms.
And let us know your comments about Saro and the Goje and the girl that saw Mulatto.
Who is that blame?
The girl that saw Mulatto. I lost focus.
Who is to blame?
And these were shaking. Say, hey!
Let us know what you think about The Woman King and Anikola.
I like the fact that those two movies are very female-centric.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They show the power of women.
Yes.
Women are winning and women are in the news, you guys.
And women also like man too much. Because I don't know, I can be a queen.
It is the curse of the woman. Oh, gosh.
Agro.
Against it.
As I say, agro now bastard.
It's in a bastard for both genders, both men and women.
Sarah was knocking out your fam. Sarah was on Tinder.
I swear.
Are you
on
Tinder?
His A-game in his heydays.
All right, man. So let us know. Send your family to family@234essential.com.
And follow us on all most social media platforms at 234essential.
Also send release therapy. Very important.
Very
guys.
important. I would like to hear from you guys. And let us know how our feedback, based off of the things you tell us is going.
Yes.
So, catch up, guys.
Peace. We out.
Be kind. Bye.